Well, thank you for joining me today for a podcast that's going to cover the review of a book. It's a book called Love Your God with All Your Mind, The Role of Reason in the Life of the Soul by J.P. Morgan. At the end of this video clip, I will also add a little picture of the book so you can order it if you're interested. I purchased the electronic version, which works well for those of you that use Logos Bible software, because you can actually integrate the searches that you normally do with Logos into the Bible application. When you click on a link, it'll bring up the Bible verse. It's very good. So if you don't have Logos, I suggest you try it, but the hard copy book is also available. And I've seen it on sale at many different retailers. According to the author, J.P. Moreland, his purpose for the book and prayer is that the book will contribute to restoration of the church's intellectual life, because it is the church that is the pillar and support of the truth. There are a total of 10 chapters in the book, divided into 4 sections. In the first section, chapters 1 through 3, Moreland introduces the reader to a brief historical overview of the emergence of anti-intellectualism and the importance of reason. He goes on with an explanation of the mind and how it fits into the process of human transformation and spiritual growth. Then you have the second section, chapters 6 through 9, where Moreland stresses a need to rethink the role of reasoning and argument in the way we do evangelism. Practical information is provided on the question of God and the evidence for Jesus Christ. In chapters 4 and 5, Moreland also stresses the need for us to change our reading habits, alter our entire view to the life of the mind as part of Christian discipleship. The author provides the reader with helpful steps in forming habits of the mind. In the final section, chapter 10, the emphasis is on recapturing the intellectual life in the church. Moreland's emphasis includes a lengthy discussion on his philosophy of ministry, the role of pastors and elders, and how the New Testament church should function. So what have I learned from the book? Starting from the end of the book, I've come to realize how important hard work is when it comes to the role of the church. The church is a gathering of believers who come together to fellowship, learn, worship, and serve God. However, as individuals, we do get wrapped up in our daily lives with providing for ourselves and our family. That's natural. We have the distractions of social media, politics, and a daily barrage of conflicting worldviews. It's natural to want to withdraw as individuals and or as a church. This was Moreland's point in the first section of the book. I quote, "This withdrawal from the broader intellectual culture and public discourse contributed to the isolation of the church, the marginalization of Christian ideas from the public arena, and the shallowness and trivialization of Christian living, thought, and activism." Imagine that. The marginalization of Christian ideas from the public arena. We definitely see that today. This has to change. In chapter 2 of the book, Moreland quotes Hosea 4:6. "My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. Because you have rejected knowledge, I also will reject you from being my priest. Since you have forgotten the law of your God, I also will forget your children." Wow, that is such a profound and really just a scary statement to hear coming from Hosea. The doom and gloom that projects to us makes us realize the seriousness of the Word of God and of obeying Him and living within His commandments. Moreland comments, Note carefully that Hosea did not say the people had rejected faith. It was far worse than that. They had rejected the only appropriate ground for faith, and that was knowledge. There are many biblical references in this book. It will take time to digest all of the information and review all the scriptural references, but the premise of the book, the idea that we reevaluate our approach to apologetics in light of today's culture, is an important idea. So I hope this has helped you and prompted your interest in the book. And if you're interested, again, I'll be posting a picture of the book. Feel free to purchase it and let me know what you think of the book. Thank you very much. God bless.